Breaking tonight, just about an hour ago, Fox News confirmed that the administration knew as early as 2010 that millions of Americans would lose their health care plans, even as the president explicitly promised the opposite. While the president said these plans would be grandfathered, so if you had a plan that you liked when Obamacare was passed, you could keep your plan, we have found an IRS bulletin from July of 2010, Obamacare passed March of 2010, saying, quote, a reasonable range for the percentage of individual policies that would terminate and therefore relinquish their grandfather status is 40% to 67% of those in the individual market. Joining me now, Kristen Soltis-Anderson, Vice President of the Winston Group and Republican pollster, and Mark Hanna, who's a Democratic analyst. The president specifically said, let me just tell you what happened. They met, they had the health care summit. John Kyle, a Republican senator, said to him at that summit, he said, Mr. President, I'm concerned about the individual market because you're going to require that these policies offer all these goodies in them. And that's going to jack up rates, or the insurers are just going to say, I'm not doing it, I'm canceling these policies. And the president said, no, because I'm going to grandfather all those policies and people are going to be protected. Here was the president, February 2010.
Actually, any insurance that you currently have would be grandfathered in so you could keep. And so you could decide not to get in the exchange the better plan. I could keep my Acme insurance, just a high deductible catastrophic plan. I would not be required to get the better one.
4 months later, an administrative memo talking about how over 70% of the individual insurance market was going to get canceled. And the president in 2012, Mark, came out and reiterated what he said, that if you like your plan, you're going to get to keep it.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to go into this whole other point that, well, it should never have been considered insurance in the first place. And that really exposes what a lot of this is all about. If you go back to the Supreme Court argument over whether Obamacare was constitutional or not, the debate centered in many ways on whether or not health insurance was something everybody would need and therefore it was constitutional to mandate it. And the question was, is health insurance the same as health care? Conservatives say it's not. Health insurance is something that should protect you against risk. It should not be the mechanism of payment for every healthcare service in your life.
The thing is, you were grandfathered, as the panel pointed out, unless they changed any part of your policy. And then guess what happened? The Department of Health and Human Services then wrote regulations that so narrowed what the insurance companies could do that virtually all of the policies had to be changed. And that's why we now have millions who are getting canceled. Kathleen Sebelius did it, and the president knew it,
and the insurance companies are canceling it.
And the president knew it, Mark. Either he knew or he negligently didn't know. If he didn't foresee this, then that's the question. I got to go because we have Rand Paul.